Hey guys, this is Millie. Richie put this video up yesterday. It's taken down. Yeshua's Child is where I'm copying this from. So I'm going to go ahead and just play it. It's about 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes long.
Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. It's the 23rd. It's August. It's the year 2020. And myself and Mike Decker spent the last couple of days up on a mountain doing all sorts of wacky stuff, rocks and then videotaping and whatnot and so forth. You know, doing things that you would do if society broke down, per se. You know what I'm saying? You follow? I'm going to remind you once again, and this entire video is going to basically back this up. If you haven't ordered, order it now. In another week, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. But until then, order this while you still can, while they're still shipping. They will not be able to ship very much longer. That's my opinion, not theirs. But after what I'm going to present to you in this video, in the next one, look at those nails, huh? You'll understand why, if you don't have this, you're going to wish you did, because they're systematically deconstructing everything. And I'm going to prove it. So check this out. Here we go. You see these wildfires absolutely everywhere and getting more and more numerous. The strange thing is Mike and I went up that mountain 2 days ago. We came down and there was a wildfire. The road we came in was completely burned out. Completely. They took this out. Now, with the geoengineering and things like this explains how they're doing it. Basically, it's a system of things, but they're blowing up crops, they're blowing up buildings, they're blowing up military installations, and I'm going to show you.
The U.S. Army is building a device that could shoot lightning bolts down laser beams to take out a target. They recently tested it, and it was successful.
It's called the Laser-Induced Plasma Channel, which translates to laser lightning gun. Works by putting out an incredible amount of energy in a very short time, which actually turns the air into plasma. A writer for Gizmodo explains, from that point on, the weapon works just like a lightning strike. The electrical current will then lock onto anything that conducts electricity better than the surrounding air, like the chassis of a vehicle or the tooth fillings of a terrorist, then make it melt or explode pretty promptly. The engineers say the weapon isn't ready to be used in the field yet. Say the weapon isn't ready to be used in the field yet.
It looked like it was pretty ready then, and that's in 2005. 15 years ago. Imagine what it's like now. Sorry for my phone. All these weird
So that was from
designs.
2005. That was 15 years ago. And now we're watching lightning coming from the sky. Last year and the year before, we were watching blue-colored lights come from the sky and cause fires. They're doing this absolutely everywhere. That video clip I just showed you was from Never Lose Truth YouTube channel. Links will be in the description below. But check this out, because I found it odd when I came back and started looking up building explosions, industrial accidents, etc. This is what I found, and I find it strange whom the source is. Once again, if you want real information about what's going on in the United States, you have to go here, because they tell their people what they're doing, because it's all part of their plan. They're still behind most of this, if not all of it. But chemical steel factory fires, latest in series of fires, explosions in the U.S. The fire follows a number of large fires and explosions around the U.S. at industrial and military sites. This was just published in July 19th. This doesn't even bring us up to date, but it proved the point that these are happening absolutely everywhere. Not to mention these, absolutely everywhere, and not to mention the fires are so bad that, of course, they have to bring in the National Guard and the U.S. military. Now, people, Richie, that's a good thing. It's a good thing if you just want to ignore everything and believe that absolutely everything that's going on is a complete and utter coincidence. Suddenly we have wildfires that are completely out of control. Suddenly it doesn't rain anymore. Suddenly the sun is bright, white, hot. You know what I mean? How many more excuses are we going to make for what's obviously right in front of us? This is going to get worse. Now, bear in mind that hurricane season is coming to the East Coast naturally, so they're going to juice those all they possibly can and make it. It's going to be so bad, people are going to want to tap out. Now, remember the movie Geostorm?
Thanks to a system of satellites, natural disasters have become a thing of the past.
Everything that we're seeing happening in this last year, it's been shown to us in a movie one way or another. Now, I tried to use a very tiny clip of Geostorm so I don't get a copyright strike, but I will anyways, because I got a copyright strike this morning for a video that I mirrored from another channel who it's still up on. So it's very selective. But at any rate, you see all this stuff, you hear what they're saying, they're showing you the platform in outer space. Well, that, I'm going to guess, sorry about that, is this. And it's funny because these things keep going into outer space. I would imagine that this does have the capability to produce what appears to be lightning strikes, as well as other things, because these things are unbelievably massive. And with everything going on Earth right now, it doesn't seem to be slowing these down whatsoever at all. I've seen 4 of them or 5 of them in the night sky. And then since I've seen them, 2 more strings of these things have been launched. These guys are doing this. They're going to create absolute, utter chaos in the United States. Meanwhile, Australia is currently getting the New World Order treatment. Straight up. They're stopping people in moving cars and asking for blood samples to make sure they don't have COVID. And if they don't have it, they force them to quarantine. If they don't quarantine, it's a 12 months in jail or a $50,000 fine. So they are actively employing the New World Order in that one country. And they'll just keep moving and moving and moving. But everything that we see coming from other countries in combination with this COVID pandemic, it's all going to come home to roost. But meanwhile, we're doing this is exactly the same as doing shock and awe in Iraq. They're softening up the country. They're making wildfires absolutely everywhere. And they're burning down buildings, blowing buildings up. You see what I'm saying? Non-stop. This is from January. I don't know why I have this up. But again, this is the plan. This is what they're doing. So be ready. Be prepared. We warned you they were going to go after the food. 10 million acres, or 43% of the state's crops were affected. With what? Weather. Weather warfare. Weather warfare. Same, in my opinion. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm going to put a video up on Bill Gates on RFB2, because I got to split them up on the channel so I don't just get every video taken down. You're going to want to check that out. I'm going to make it right after this one, and I'm going to upload it. But they're softening up the country with this, stuff like this. It's incredible. If anybody wants to actually compile a list of the fires and explosions at industrial sites and military sites in the last 2 months, email them to me. rjcjr10@yahoo.com. But here's the thing. I've asked you this about a dozen times. Please don't email me unless it's absolutely, we need to know this right now, because I'm not home. I have to do, to even make a video right now, I have to come down. You don't.
Hey, I don't know if you heard.
Okay, I don't know what I just did, but Richie is home now.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Well, for Pete's sakes. Anyway, that was at the end. So, things are taking a major turn for the worse. Like he said, if you have any very important information, email him, rjcjr10@yahoo.com. And I'm going to get this up as quick as I can. This is Millie. God bless everybody. Bye.